Aren't all religions the same? Don't they all lead to God through different paths? You see, we live in a world that is incredibly pluralistic. There are literally dozens and dozens of religious perspectives around us. Even here in Toronto, where I live, I can walk down the street and see visible reminders everywhere. Mosques, churches of all stripes, Sikhs, Hasidic Jews walking down the street. In a place like Canada, religious pluralism and diversity that we see in our world is on display. So isn't the safest, most inclusive way to proceed just to assume that all of these people are sincere, but just have different forms of the same answer? If that's how you think, or you've heard people say that, I wonder if you've ever thought about the fact that not every religion claims to be different paths to lead to God. Islam, for example, certainly talks about God and describes an afterlife. However, it describes an afterlife in very physical terms, with lots of beautiful and pleasurable things, but God is not actually there. God is absent from the picture. Hinduism, on the other hand, teaches that there is no personal God to be encountered. In reality, the goal of Hinduism is to break the cycle of birth, life, death, rebirth, and karma in order to reach personal annihilation. The goal of Buddhism is similar. Through adhering to the Seven Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, you are eventually to realize that you as an individual, as a person, do not actually exist. And you need to reach the eventual goal of being absorbed into the universe itself. You see, every religion neither claims to lead to God, nor are they all the same. Well, think about this for a moment. If you were to switch out the word religion for, say, sports, what would you be left with? Well, aren't all sports the same? Don't they all lead to finals through different means? Well, sure, there are similarities, sometimes even striking similarities. But it isn't the similarities, but the differences that make the difference. By telling a professional golfer that what she does is no different than what a professional tennis player does, or that it doesn't really matter if you confuse the NFL playoffs with the NBA playoffs, because all sports are the same, marathon runners and 100-meter sprinters, potato, potato. You see, what I'm getting at is that the similarities aren't what make the difference, it's the difference that makes the difference. Advil and arsenic both come in pill form, but there's a very specific reason that I reach for one and not the other when I have a headache. You see, if you do an in-depth look at all the religions, you'll find that in reality, only one religion claims to lead to God: Christianity. Christianity makes the audacious claim that you are not only created with purpose and meaning, but you were created in the image of God. That's a fact unique to Christianity in all the faith perspectives. And due to that fact, you have intrinsic value and are immeasurably loved. It offers not simply a path to understand God, but an opportunity to step into relationship and know that God personally. In the last book of the Bible, in Revelation chapter 21, it declares that we will dwell with our Creator. We will be His people and He will be our God. We have an invitation to have a personal relationship with God, a relationship that can begin now by putting your faith in Jesus and will have ramifications that echo into eternity. Jesus said, "Come to me, you who are weary and heavy laden. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. Come to me and you will find rest."